Why did we even need Masters Santiago if the grand final was going to be a Pacific Bowl anyway? I've heard a lot of people didn't want a regional matchup all tournament long, and for the most part, the playoffs of Masters Santiago have been anything but. Well, except for the grand final. Kidding aside, Forsaken made some bold trash talk after the G2 match.
But I think tomorrow I'm gonna make Matt sit down all the time tomorrow.
Wow.
And they sure delivered in a big way. Now they're in the grand finals. Welcome to Sinistry. Today it's all about the Paper Rex glaze. So if you're not a Paper Rex fan, unfortunate. Anyway, let's get into it. So, are you telling me this is America's best? G2 and Energy barely even gave a fight. Sure, they won some maps, but look at the maps they won. It was all close. And then look at the maps that Paper Rex won. Bro, it's not even close. Just look at Invy staring at the other side of the stage and thinking like, is this their best? Because again, if you look at the scores, what else can you say, right? So he must have been saying, bro, this is way too easy out here. I got out of secret jail for this? Nah man, give me some challenge like it was when I was in the team. Get me back in there, bro. Nah, please Invy, it may be too easy in here, but please don't go back. So it didn't really matter how many America's teams you fling at Paper Rex. We open it up with G2, no problemo, easy 2-0. They then give us Energy, easy 2-1. In the playoffs, Furia picked us? Like, Furia, you good? In the upper semis, they gave us Energy again. And okay, we lost here, but we're just experimenting, no big deal, time for the lower bracket run. They then ran out of America's teams to throw at us, so we had a breather in the lower round 2 when we faced all gamers, which ironically I would say was the spiciest match they had there in Santiago, despite the other big names they fought against. And it's not because of the score, but because of what happened. Shrimp just had to awaken the sleeping assassin, and he has been awake ever since. By this time, Nongshim was making waves. They thought that either of G2 or Energy could drop Nongshim down into the lowers, but Dambi and the gang just ran their way into the grand finals. And because of that, we're back to facing the America's Gauntlet.
Oh shit, here we go again.
In the lower semifinals, they thought maybe G2 had an off game the first time around, so they let Baby Bay test it out once again. And well, same thing. He's basically living at Bikini Bottom at this point. And then what was supposed to be a banger match against NRG in the lower final turned out to be a one-sided occasion. Needless to say, it's like no matter which America's team they make us face, they're just gonna Bruce Lee push punch them all out of the way. And by the way, I kept saying they, but I really don't have any specific person or entity I'm talking about. It's just my mentality when writing this is it's Paper Rex against the world. So yeah, Paper Rex barely even broke a sweat. They were out there just having fun. Honestly, it looked like they were just playing with their food. And now I also want to take a closer look at the few rounds on Breeze because it's easily the most fun map we've seen in a minute. Like, this team is just so unserious. They were just trolling with NRG. Jinggg pops off the smoke but then gets a kill on the other side. And then by this point, the overheating starts and of course we get the classic Alex Mauled moment.
Round it.
And then at round 19, Forsaken whiffed on the recon and
Boom headshot! Boom headshot! Boom headshot!
there goes another mauled session from Alex. But Forsaken knew he had to take that back and delivered with these two big kills. After then, it was only a matter of time before they close it out. And I know I'm missing one very important round to highlight, but I saved that for later, so you gotta tune in for that. But now, let's move on to the task at hand. Nongshim Red Force. Like I said earlier, Forsaken is talking trash. Not sure if you want to call it that. He just said they'll beat this and that team. But then again, I guess it's trash talk in a way because he's basically saying that there's just no team out there good enough to beat them. And Nongshim didn't escape his sight. He had some choice words when talking about the Pacific #1 seed.
But this time, only us can kill Dambi, I believe that.
So, Forsaken said they're the only team that can beat Nongshim. I'm really interested to see how they plan on stopping Dambi. By the way, I have a video about how to stop Dambi. Maybe you might get interested in that. Anyway, going back, will PaperX even try to stop Dambi, or are they just gonna fight fire with fire? However, the last thing I want to talk about is the most important one. Is PaperX actually peaking right now? Because if you look at this match, something is at the bottom of the stat sheet, which would usually mean that it did not go well for the gang. But if you look at the 4 above him, bro, every single player went hard. If the lower final match with NRG is any indication, Invy once again proved why he belongs on this team.
They've got upgrades, they've got 3 Vandals coming in, but Invy has another kill.
Oh my God.
Line them up and knock them down. NRG, when you just thought there was hope, get absolutely brutalized. Something.
Oh my God,
There's no time.
They've done it!
Oh my God.
Davai, although sometimes he may overheat or make some wild peaks here and there, he is still our solid anchor. And I have no proof of this, but I think his reads in this tournament have been on point. Just listen to what he said on the vlog.
For the first time, I feel like I'm actually working super hard, but actually very determined, to win the game.
To add to that, just look at this call when they played against G2 in Corrode.
Very quickly, the wall to fall. And it's a firing squad here from PaperX.
It went so well that Invy was so shocked it actually worked. And then Forsaken playing 4 agents? Crazy. But what's crazier is that the agency played in this match very in style. He's walking a tightrope using aggressive and passive agents, and he is balancing it really well. Yes, there would be the occasional overheat, but if we see a Forsaken that's in this form tomorrow, then it's going to be a good day for W Gaming. Jinggg also put on a clinic. I mean, the fake TP. It cracked my brain a bit as I was not able to comprehend fast enough what was happening. You might say it's stupid, you might say it's genius. Either way, what's unbelievable about this play is how fast Jinggg found the only solution to have a chance of winning after he made that mistake.
I don't know if he gets to live here, yeah, with a bailout like that from Jinggg, and now Device strikes in the back lines.
Jinggg TV!
They've got A! Wait, where's he off to?
What?
10 seconds no way!
He faked it!
Is that from Jinggg?
Are you kidding me?
I have never seen something that wild!
I mean, if he didn't cancel, I think he could still make it in the site and plant, but you never know, so I guess someone could test it out, And it just goes to show that speed in all facets gets you wins in Valorant. So kids, stop flanking, stop camping, stop lurking, and stop baiting. When you play the game, just press W and things will go your way. That's just how simple it is. This Jinggg TP can also be a valuable life lesson when things don't go your way or you make a stupid mistake. Because when those kinds of things happen, you just need to be ready to face the situation and find a solution on how to overcome the challenges. Anyway, Pacific is once again on top, and there's no doubt about it. Tomorrow is the battle of who actually is the best. Can the Flex God put a stop to the Neon God? Will Davai be the solid anchor and hold down the fort? Will something activate tomorrow? Can Jinggg bring us some more of the X factor? And does Invy actually have what it takes to play in the grandest stage of them all? We will find out soon enough, hoping for a banger grand final that would go the distance. Some quick predictions: Split and Breeze might be Nongshim's double bans, and Abyss, PaperX's permaban for sure is going to be played. Who knows what PaperX cooked on Bind? Everyone seems scared of what they have in store. I mean, G2 and NRG had a chance to play on Bind. It could be interesting to know what ace they have on their sleeves. For now, I'll see you guys in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed, hit that sub button so you don't miss out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!